we are, we know that government is about to consider whether or not the nation should go to the IMF or otherwise. Prior to where we are today, you made a call asking government to consider going to the IMF even before now. Has your position changed ever since then?
Thank you very much. And let me add my voice in saying that the government has no choice. Where we find ourselves as a country, there is the need for the government to take a critical decision. The decision may be very difficult to pure, but in the end, it will be in the interest of the country. I'm urging the government to take a decision that will preserve the bright prospect of this country by going to the IMF. I say this for a simple reason, that where the country is heading towards, clearly it looks like we are going to have an accident on the way. Accident in the sense that the way the economy is being run, the levels of our debt, the rate at which inflation is going up, the rate at which that our city is depreciating, and we are losing so much reserves in a very short period of time. Clearly, everything points to an accident that is about to hit us as a country. And I'm urging the government to avert that accident by signing on to an IMF program immediately.
And why sign up on that? Many say this can be dealt with by looking at the local solution. And part of that local solution is the controversy that stares you in the face in Parliament, the need to drive internally generated funds through the e-levy and other mechanisms as well. Why not go for a homegrown approach in dealing with this matter?
Let me say that a homegrown posture or a homegrown program will mean that you have to first show evidence that that homegrown program is going to work. You should indeed have an evidence showing clearly that those policies you are going to put on the table is going to yield some results. Unfortunately, evidence we've seen from 2020, 2021 suggests that government does not have the political will to implement a homegrown policy that will indeed reverse the fiscal imbalances that we are seeing.
I mean, what evidence do you have to back that, particularly when we know, and you've been accused, I'm sure you've heard that you are sabotaging government even when it attempted to make its first move to raise internally generated funds through the e-levy. You've stated your position on the matter. You say it's not the way to go. So it's as though you are tying the hands of government and expecting that something will come out from their policy measures.
Okay. I will deal with the issue of revenue later, but let me first of all address the issue of homegrown.
Okay, then.
The reality is that consistently, this government has been posting a fiscal deficit since 2018. That is obviously not sustainable. That has driven all of us to the ditch, and we've seen debt growing at a level that is not acceptable. Today, our public debt, I'm sure the central bank is about to announce it, but the fact is our public debt has exceeded 80%. In fact, from my mathematics, the numbers that I have seen and I've worked it out, the public debt plus Energy Sector Levies Act, the amount that we have borrowed on the back of the ESLA bonds and the Sino Hydro will give you approximately 83% of our GDP, per the evidence that I have.